Hi, it's Dr. Cheryl. Here, I'll show you the ocean. This is just going to be a quick video on, oh, look, there's a hawk way over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. A quick video on trying to put words to what it is. It's about knowing your worth and going beyond what other people in your past have shown you your worth is. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're living according to a lower standard, and we can take ourselves to a higher standard of worth. So I got my paper out because I was going to show you a picture of what this is about, because so what happens, I see this a lot. I always say that. What happens? I wanted to show you guys is people come in and look, they want to, let's say this is a cup. Okay. They want to fill up this cup of their finances, let's say up to the top, let's say they fill it up. And then like mental health, health. That's the symbol for psyche, for psychology, whatever. Psychology, spiritual health, physical, let's say your physical body, your house, your relationships. So let's put a big heart over that. Okay, so let's see, here's this. So here's all these things. And people want to fill up their cup and all of these. Like, I want to have amazing spiritual health. I want to be like Bruce Lee physical health. I want to have all my housing in order and food and stuff like that. I want to be artistic. I know I do. Artistic side of myself built up. Like if you're musical, or you're an artist of some kind. So it's like you want a full cup here. Whoops. Obviously, like I'm trying to hold the phone at the same time. This is why I don't have anything to hold this. So like, let's say a full cup here, a full cup here, a full cup here. I want to have, be all Zen and stuff, like the Buddha, or Christ. And so I want to be sound, and I want to take care of my physical body, like get that thing in shape, I love exercise. Oh my gosh. Okay. And so I want to have a great house that I can count on, that I feel comfortable in. I want my relationships to be 10 out of 10, right? So here's all these cups. I want everything in order. I want my finances to be in order, my artistic ability, my mental health, my spiritual health, my physical health, my house, my relationships. That's everyone, your relationships with family or whatever. Self-respect, that's going to be over in mental health, psyche, I'm not thinking of anything else right now. I hope I'm not missing something, something big. That would be funny. But like nature, definitely walking out in nature. But that's part of your spiritual and mental and physical. That's why it's so awesome to be out in nature. It's so good for your soul because it affects so many different areas of your life. It helps keep you psychologically not depressed. It keeps you physically healthy. It keeps you grounded to the earth, so it keeps you spiritually healthy. I love it. I recommend it. That's why I do it so much. It's so meditative as well. Oh, I love it. It's a little chilly tonight. Well, I just ran up here, so I knew I was going to get chilly. Anyway, so what I was going to say is people come into my office and they want to work on these things. But so what they do is they try to work from the outside out here in, okay? Let's say from all these ways that go, oh, I need to get my finances in order. I want to get my artistic ability built up. I want to make time for that and be Zen and learn how to make time to meditate and all this stuff. But what I always say too is you have to, it's really important if you want to get these things done, actually in order, it's important to work from the inside out, okay? You can work from the outside in, but let me show you what happens, okay? inside, in your core being, in your heart, in your understanding of your worth. It's transforming your understanding of your worth. What happens when you work from the outside in is, let's say you get your finances all in order, and your cup was down here, and then you got a job that you like, you're passionate about, you take care of yourself, it goes up here, but then your idea of your worth, this goes from childhood. If our parents' idea of their worth from their collective karma or whatever else, whatever you want to call it, from their past experiences or whatever else happens to contribute to their idea of their worth. Like if one of their parents abandoned them, their worth goes down oftentimes unless they do a lot of inner work to heal it, because they feel like they're worth abandoning. So what happens is if we work just on the outside and I think, oh, if I have a big bank account, I'm going to be all that. If I run after lots of, men or women or get, lots of people like me or I get famous or whatever, I'm going to have a full cup. If I have a house, I'm going to feel like I'm awesome. And so it's awesome, but it's like, it doesn't matter, like whatever it is. And I'm not judging anybody, okay? It's looking at, one thing that came up today, I was just thinking this on my run up here, is like, if I'm judging you, okay, me, let's just say me, or if any person is, but let's just say me, if I am judging you, then that means I'm judging myself. It's not about you. It's because I'm condemning myself about something and really self-critical about myself. There's not a reason to judge anybody else. Everybody is on their own path. And so if I judge you, it's about me. So don't take it personally. I'm sorry. If I'm not judging you, right? And this is just for anybody too. Like in general, if I'm not judging a person, let's say, if I'm not judging my brother, like I have two brothers, but I'm thinking of one of them. If I'm not judging him, but he thinks I'm judging him, it is because he's judging himself, okay? So it works awesome both ways. Awesome again. There's a hawk. Oh, it's so pretty. I think it just got in. So graceful. Anyway, and so let's say if I'm not judging my real brother, and he's not judging himself, then that's great. It's peace. It's zen. It's happy. We're happy because he's not judging himself, and I can chill out with him, whatever you want to call it. I call it like that. It's like just chill, be with him, be present with him, and he can be present with me because he's not seeing that I'm judging him because I'm not, and he's not judging himself. It's important though. Oh, there's two hawks now. Look, there's one up there and one over there. Anyway, it's important to well, anyway, we'll work on this ego thing. Okay, so look, if your worth is only this much, then what happens is, let's say you build up your finances, but you don't feel that much worth. What happens is all of these areas in your life will drain out of this cup usually. And I'm not trying to manifest something bad, so don't think it has to do this, but this is just generally what happens. It's like gravity or something, gravity. Anyway, I won't start singing gravity. When you only think your worth is this, then all these cups start draining back out to what you think your worth is. That's why I say if we understand our worth, but let's say we fill up our cups and we're famous and all these people like us all of a sudden, or we just, like when I wrote my first book, I could be like, oh my gosh, now I've accomplished something, and it's like, but what happens is it just kind of fills it up like this with air. And so it's like, I don't know my real worth. It's just kind of like, it's when we ego fill ourselves up, and there's nothing wrong with having accomplishments, but if my worth is based on that, like if I was an actress and I made an awesome, and another awesome, that's so weird, it's coming up, awesome. I don't usually, anyway, if I make an amazing movie and it does great and everyone likes me, it's fantastic, but my next movie like bombs because it didn't hit the market at the right place and people aren't vibing with it or whatever it is, then it's like, if my worth is based on that, if I acted my best ability in that movie, like that's all I want to ask from myself. But if it went horrible and my worth is dependent on that, like some of my videos, I don't know, I stand behind every one of them. There's integrity in each of them and my sincerity, and I'm doing my best to be authentic, and I love you guys, so I do it from love. But anyway, if one of my movies bombs, then and my worth is based on that, then my worth will go back down, okay? So what we want to do is know our true worth, not based on if my parents treated me like my worth was this much. And I know in my mind that my worth is up to here, okay? I know in my mind, but what I experienced was that. right? I experience that. See? And I do my best to try to give myself more healthy experiences and more love and teach myself this and heal and do my inner work. I did a tweet today. I wrote one that was like, do the inner work. You're always worth the inner work, because the inner work you do changes this level. And this is what I see so often with my clients is once they heal this and let go of their parents' way that they treated them, they get this, and all of these things in their life are so much impacted to the better. Like they're allowed, they know now they can fill their cups up to the top and have the best kind of relationships. And they don't have to, it's so beautiful. So pretty. They don't have to wait around for crap relationships and people that don't call back or whatever, that don't show up in a real way in your life or anything like that. It's not a crap person. Everybody has a soul and they're all worth loving. It's just, you never have to settle for a relationship that is not up to the standard of how you wish to treat yourself. But it's not about wishing to treat yourself. It's about choosing to treat yourself with worth and dignity and kindness. And it's not about just doing this from the outside in. Okay, I'm going to look in the mirror and go, I'm going to treat you with worth today. It's about letting go, understand our resistance to let go of, see, I've had clients and stuff and it's like, well, why do I keep treating myself like this? This is what my parents gave me. Why don't I treat myself like this or like this? And it's like, because this is what I feel like I'm worth. So they're waiting for their feelings to change. But I've said this before. It's like if my parents locked me in the basement until I was 18 or something, I would feel like, no, not the sun. I'm not allowed to have sunlight. It's just what I would feel like. I would feel like I deserve to be neglected. And so as much as I try to take care of myself in my life, if I keep holding on to that limiting belief that I deserve to be neglected, then I'm going to keep being neglected and I'm going to keep creating circumstances in my life where I'm going to feel neglected, or I'm going to find other people that will be neglectful towards me. And it's because I really didn't know my worth. So it's a lesson. It's a great jumping off place, jumping off to higher ground, to learning about true worth and true beauty, and what you would give to the person you hold dearest in your heart, to learn how to give that kind of love to yourself. And only when we give that kind of love to ourselves do we know how to respect others and treat them with that same kind of respect. If we keep going back to, I just want to say, like, in my last video I talked a little bit about ego highs, but if we keep trying to fill all these cups up, and it's like we're juggling all these cups and they're just leaking water, and it goes back to that, because it all will even back out to this low, and then we have this sense of lack. It's like, oh, forget it. I was going to say something else, but it's like, forget it. Like, I can't have this full cup anyway, and this feels like crap, so I might as well just numb myself through running off to other things that are just going to make me feel good in the moment, And there's nothing wrong with feeling good. Like, I love feeling good. It's so fun, It's just when I run to things to try to fill up my emptiness instead of filling up my emptiness, learning how to take the time and put in the effort and know that you're worth the effort to do the work. Not useless work. See, this to me is useless work. A lot of us will run around and we think this is the best work. I got to get this good job. I've got to make an amazing artistic piece. And we try to do all this work. But if our worth is way down here, then it's like we spent all this time trying to build up our ego, prop up these things, but not bring love and healing to this core, and fun to this core of our being, and not learn how to listen to our authentic self. My whole YouTube channel right now is this experiment in learning how to follow my authentic self. It's been such a fun adventure, like really, really painful at times, but I noticed today I got this download, this intuitive download. I call myself now an intuitive psychologist because I follow my intuition, and I can call myself that now because I do that, and I honor that part of me. But I got this download today that as you watch my videos, whichever video you choose, whatever funny one, like dancing or singing or playing the guitar or sitting at the beach or reading a book, whatever it is, I know that it will activate your authentic self just by listening to it in the background, just by being present a little bit with it, or by listening to any part of it. It will activate your authentic self because it's a vibration that I'm giving out of having the courage, as little or as much as I did that day, to follow my authentic self. That will activate the part of you that chooses to follow your authentic self. So I was so excited when I got that today. Like, you get the coolest things. This is like the most rewarding journey I've ever been on, and I love it. I love being me, and I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me, and for all your comments and likes and video watches and all that stuff. Thank you for subscribe if you haven't, or whatever. Comment, share. I think this is like life-changing information. I just do it in such a simple way. But it really, this is like, people can spend a year in therapy understanding this. So like, if you want me to talk more about it, like, put it in the comments, make up a YouTube account. And so, because this can get deep stuff, and if you don't want people to know who you are and stuff or whatever, I welcome you. I love you guys. I wish you so much love. All right. Bye.